right, well, we're gonna go for a ride on today's car vlog. Just the seat here real quick, and we're gonna do some fun stuff here. We're gonna run both cameras here, so in a second here you can see both cameras sync up. And here we roll. We're gonna get out the gate here, out the garage we go. So if you haven't been here before, we run a car vlog. And we do some other stuff too, but right now we're focusing on the car vlogging from the car. So today we're going to talk about, so we talk about a topic, generally onesie to twosie kind of things. Nothing super crazy, nothing hardcore. But if you'd like to hear me talk about a topic, feel free to send it, leave a comment on what you'd like me to talk about, and I'll talk about it. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're interested in subscribing and following us along here while we go on this wonderful vlogging journey. So once again, I try to release a vlog once a day, Monday through Friday, every 5 a.m. This is something you can watch while you're drinking your cup of coffee before you start your adventure for the day. So without further ado, we'll begin here. And we are I'm going to go ahead and talk about, let's see here, what cars are next. I get asked this, you know, I bought 2 cars back to back, well, 3 cars back to back really fast, and people ask me like, oh, what are you going to buy next, or what car are you looking for, you know, what are your plans? I'm pretty content with the Corvette, so right now I have no actual intentions on purchasing unless I, suddenly blow up on YouTube or something. Still working my day job, obviously. So, without further ado, this is kind of where I'm at on what cars I kind of want to get, and not necessarily in this order, but definitely cars that I've been thinking about and why. So the first one we're gonna have to go with, and it's really not for me. It's the first car that I thought would be really cool for Missy to own. That was a true supercar, and it's automatic, and it's known for being a very good clutch system, very responsive, little to no complaints about, unlike the clutch system that's in the C7. When you buy the automatic, a lot of people say it's a little laggy, it's not dual clutch, so you hit it, you wait a second, then it engages, versus dual clutch, you pretty much get instantaneous paddle shifting action, plus the paddles are with the steering wheel. Manual becomes rev match, which is really handy for people like me who are a little sloppy on my shifts from time to time on making sure I engage my clutch at the right, at the save rev marks, essentially to maintain smooth shifting. The rev match kind of fixes that for me, so I'm very, very content with that. Now looking at to the topic at hand, like what cars we're looking at, back to saying is like this is more so something Missy could drive, and it's the McLaren 570S. Yes, we know this is about an upwards of $300,000 car. We didn't say this was a could afford it now list. This is kind of what I'm thinking about getting next. What I'm grinding towards, essentially, like what's the next shelf for me? What I'm trying to achieve in car ownership. And so, yeah, the next one is obviously the McLaren. And really, it's so Missy can drive it, and I know that she would enjoy it. Because she's got a lead foot. And that's the main reason why I think she'd really enjoy it. But it's a badass car too. It's really well balanced. It'll handle anything she throws at it. But it's also a car I'll enjoy driving, regardless of the fact that it doesn't have a stick in it. And I'm getting to the point that, yes, it's cool to keep the purist in there with the stick, but with a lot of these dual clutch and paddle shifting automatics that really do everything you tell it to, there's really no need to really drive into that aspect of I had to flip around here and missed a turn. But really looking at getting sticking with the clutch and the shifter. You'll notice a new trend with these cars that I've been thinking about, and I noticed it too clutch, you can still find them, but the paddle shifting, it's still pretty damn fucking cool. I mean, it'd be really nice to be like, you know, while you're ripping through gears that way versus boom, 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 boom. You know, I kind of like the way you get to keep both hands on the steering wheel kind of thing. Big nasty hill. Big nasty hill. But yeah, so obviously the 570S, I'm okay with the automatics. And I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards a very good sport tuned paddle shifting system if I'm going to go into that. Next, obviously in line has to be, for me, is and I saw this on Jay Leno's garage, and the moment I saw it and the moment I looked into it, this was ultimately not going to be the next car I'm going to purchase, but definitely the car after that. Because it's definitely going to be a purely me car. And when you look this car up, you'll understand why. And it's called the BAC Mono. If you've ever had that inclination, itch or desire to want to formula race a car through the streets of your neighborhood and actually get away with it, the BAC Mono answers that call. And yeah, they're upwards of about 200K. If you want one right away, you have to buy one from somebody who already bought one, and they're ranging in the 250K to 300K category. 250K to 300K, sorry, for one that's already been built. But if you wanted to spec one out to a very comfortable and how do you put this? Comfortable yet very performance-driven, comfortably equipped. Let's just call it that. Comfortably performance equipped. Wow, that just sounds like PEDs. Yeah, right. Performance enhancing drug, performance enhanced driving situation. Whatever you want to call it. It's essentially about 200K to get it nicely, and you have to wait until they build it for you. But it's a Formula One car as best as you can. It's even got a Formula One clutch in it, transmission in it. It's a sequential all paddle shifting gearbox with a clutch pedal for under 4,000 RPM gearing engagement. Yes, and it rides like a Formula One car. So you're in the dead center in a cockpit, just like as if you were really driving a Formula One car. And that's what makes this car why I want it, and why it has to be after whatever I play next, because yeah, it's purely for me, and I'm going to be the only one who ever gets to drive it. And YouTubing with no dome, no nothing may become more of a motorcycle vlogging style, which might be kind of fun. So yeah, if I hit the like 500,000 mark, I'm definitely going to go out and get one in the subscriber base category, because yes, you can actually afford something like that, you know. I won't be able to car vlog in it so much that way, but I have to do it like I said, the motorcycle helmet setup, which wouldn't be too bad, but still be fun. But yeah, so we could do that. That's why I'd say the BAC Mono would have to be the next choice after the first car, the next car I buy. It wouldn't be the next car I buy. I am planning on doing a Project electric go-kart shifter style. Still trying to map out all the parts and figure out the exact cost, and if I can even pull it off with my current budget. Budget restraints right now. So yeah, without further ado, after the BAC Mono, and now this is one that I really want. I've always wanted one really badly. Had the opportunity more than once to own an actual bona fide one, and passed up the opportunity for one reason or another. But it's definitely something I would consider getting right now. And who wouldn't want to own a Godzilla? So yeah, impressed with how it was built and assembled. But yeah, we can talk about that later. I mean, I think ultimately right now, for what you would pay, what a Diablo SV ran for when they first came out, probably compared to what this Corvette cost, yeah, comparable to its time, I guess. I don't know. We'd have to weigh that one out. But honestly, now we're talking about Lamborghinis. Right now, I would have to say, hands down, the Huracan. Right? If I had to pick one of the Lamborghinis in the current lineup, it would be the Huracan. I would love an Aventador, but they're played out. I mean, they really are. They're totally played out. And the Huracan looks so much cooler. But yeah, you can really get going with one of those, and I think that's kind of where I want to sit in this, in the grand scheme of things, to be honest, is getting the Huracan, something like that, you know, the middle Lamborghini, you know, like when you had the Gallardo and the Murcielago. The Gallardo was a smaller one, obviously. I wouldn't mind a Gallardo, but the hard part is locating one that works to what I want to do, and yeah, I would rather get at that point, if you're buying a Lamborghini, I'd rather just get one. And what I really learned too with just for that reason. Now, after a Lamborghini, what kind of car would be left on the list? Let's see, we kind of already went over the McLaren, obviously, the BAC Mono. That's more of a me toy, and really being able to honestly say, yep, I know what it's like to drive a Formula One car on the street without being a Formula One car driver, because we all know, like Monaco and a lot of the really cool Formula One tracks actually cut across street courses, especially in overseas. But yeah, so I would love to own a BAC Mono. Skyline GTR still sits on there. Wouldn't want to own Godzilla. And can you really name the best car out of Japan, right? The Skyline's it. I mean, you can go with the NSX. You could compare it, but I honestly think that although the NSX is a badass car, I still think the Skyline GTR does better than that. But that kind of leads into the segue. What was the next car? We just kind of led into it, the NSX, the new one. You know, something like the NSX, definitely something very feasible, very powerful car. Would be very nice to own. I'm sure it'd be tons of fun to own. But affordable, who knows? I think I'd rather own the NSX. Between the NSX and Skyline, I own the Skyline any day of the week. The NSX not so much, but the NSX still makes the list of cars I'd like to get next. Only because the NSX, like, when I was a little kid, my mom took me to a dealership. We bought the day at a time we bought a used Neon, and everybody knows that when you go buy a car, you got to sit in the dealership showroom area while they do the whole back and forth. And you know, being a kid, it wasn't like something like, oh, I could just understand what they were doing. They're just figuring out payments and all that stuff. I was playing around on the showroom floor, and the coolest part was just the fact that after sitting on the showroom floor, there was an NSX in there, and you could get in and sit in it. And at the time, it was $88,000. And believe it or not, the NSX is what made Ferrari become more reliable. And one of the reasons why Ferrari isn't one of the cars I'm thinking about getting next. One is Ferrari to make you go, ooh, I want that. The last real Ferrari I ever thought I would go, ooh, I want, was an Enzo Ferrari, but that was $1 million a pop. Now who knows how much they are now. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could probably find one in some supercar abandoned lot that you go off and buy the dead on in Dubai. We've all seen those pictures of more than one. So yeah, you could probably do that and go buy it. But yeah, so, and there really hasn't been anything new in the Ferrari market that's even made me appeal to that. I mean, there's some, not even the Maseratis that are out right now make me go, ooh, I want one of those. I mean, if I were to go down one more step on what was next in line of potentials, would have to be, yeah, it would be an Audi, probably the Audi R8 Plus, you know, with the V10 or the V10 Plus, the turbo and everything. Maybe something like that.